49er. If you really want to consider yourself a 49er, then you have to be engaged.
Black Student Union,
Sigma Tau Gamma,
Leadership Fellows,
National Association of Black Accountants,
Women's Leadership Development Program, softball team,
the University Center for Academic Excellence,
the Voices of Eden Gospel Choir,
the Resident Advisor,
United Black Professionals,
Kappa Delta Sorority,
Homecoming Committee,
Student Athlete Advisory Committee,
the Interfraternity Council,
MRC Student Council,
100 Black Women,
SGA,
Norm as the mascot,
the Niner Guide program,
the American Marketing Association.
I was an orientation counselor, that's important.
the Student Alumni Ambassadors,
An academic All-American,
the Rho Gamma chapter of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated,
Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
Board of Omega Honor Society.
I was the NPHC president,
career hits leader, career RBIs leader, career runs leader, career home runs leader.
I was Homecoming Queen,
and Homecoming King.
and Student Body President.
Freshman year. It seems like it was so long ago.
Coming from a small town, it was a lot at first, very overwhelming.
I think I came into Charlotte with the expectation that while I was here, I was going to play softball and I was going to get my school paid for. And it's grown just into so much more than that.
I'm a first generation college student, so I was really nervous about if I was really going to excel here at UNC Charlotte.
UNC Charlotte was never supposed to be my home. I always planned to come here and just transfer to a different school. I was thinking about transferring to UNC Chapel Hill, and once I got here and I started getting more involved, that's when I really grew with UNC Charlotte.
Freshman year, I came in here just trying to figure out who I was as an individual, who I was as a leader. And while getting into these leadership positions and having roles in these different campus departments, I have really seen that not only do I have the opportunity to lead others, but really show them that they can be the best version of themselves.
Leadership is different to everyone. To me, it's more about just being genuine, because I feel like leadership gets this rap of perfection, which is so not perfect and unattainable.
And I think it's easy to get the superwoman or the superman syndrome and want to be in every organization and hold a leadership position on every single board possible. But it's very important to take time for yourself.
Just make sure you are good as a student before you try to be a student leader to others. Leadership is something that is dynamic. You cannot just be one type of leader. You have to be able to adapt to the different people and different roles that you're in.
Leadership is not about you. When you take on a leadership role, your sole job, your sole purpose is to move the group forward. It's to get the group from point A to point B. It's to empower the other ones around you.
Not only are you leading a group of people, but you're there to connect to that group of people.
It's kind of a process of trial and error on learning what makes a great leader and learning what is more effective for someone to lead.
Sometimes being a leader is being that person that steps back and listens, not necessarily the one that leads the crowd. And that's really been big for me, because being in a major that is as strenuous as nursing is, a lot of times in my student organizations, I'm not the president or the face that's always visible, but I'm always there to help, and so I still feel like I'm leading in a way.
We always talk about change, and anyone can create change, but a true leader creates progress.
I've seen students here care about things that you would never think that students could be passionate about. I've seen them do movements, protests, Keith Lamont Scott shooting, and just being in the student union and having Black student unions dying, and just seeing everyone there kind of being together and united.
That seemed kind of like to be the environment of this university, is that it was very interconnected, not only within itself, but also within the city of Charlotte.
One thing that I hope is changed for the future, that I hope has been something I've tried to instill in other people, is just building community. And the fact that we are more connected than we realize.
I think I've just changed in terms of my perspective, and I think perspective is so key, and you can never stop furthering your perspective from where it's at, especially in today's society, because we sit behind a phone and we can handpick what perspectives we want to get and what perspectives we don't want to get.
Getting to be on homecoming court was one of my favorite experiences here. It was so much fun to be surrounded by other leaders doing totally awesome, fun things on campus, but really being able to be a part of that tradition that homecoming is, and being able to represent UNC Charlotte.
Most memorable college experience I had was while I was an orientation counselor. That is when I discovered what I wanted to do with the rest of my life.
One of my best memories at Charlotte was when I broke single season home runs record and the career home runs record. This past season started out a little slower than I would have liked, but when I hit that home run, my team was just waiting for me at home plate, and it was one of the most exciting moments I think I've had.
My favorite thing about UNC Charlotte would have to be
The people.
The people.
The people. The people are just.
My most memorable college experience first is meeting my best friend. I met my best friend that night. We met the first weekend here of college. The block party freshman year, the first Saturday we were here on campus, block party. And we've been inseparable ever since, and I wouldn't take that back for anything. That's something I'll never forget.
The biggest piece of advice I can give to a younger student is to get involved, seriously.
Just be open-minded. You never know what you can learn and how you can learn if you don't try something.
you can't always please everyone.
You have to go to the football games and actually stay.
No matter your circumstance, you can still be successful.
Don't try to be anything that you're not.
Whatever you want to do to make your college experience, I think you need to, for lack of better words, shoot your shot.
A legacy that I hope to have left here at UNC Charlotte would have to be my passion and my care for students that not only were in organizations with me, but also were younger than me. Being that role model and being that example for UNC Charlotte students and showing them that it is possible for individuals of all race, ethnicities, creeds, and many different backgrounds, and showing them that if you really do dive into the UNC Charlotte experience, this is something that can really benefit you as an individual, and you will have many memories.
This campus, this administration, faculty, staff, all the way down to the students, we are constantly hungry for growth. And that's manifested itself in 1,000 different ways.
Growing through construction and growing through new traditions.
I'm not bound by 100 years of tradition. I've had the opportunity to create my own traditions with my friends and my family that have been here, and that in itself is what UNC Charlotte was built to be.
My cousin is about to come to UNC Charlotte as a freshman, and I talk to him all the time about how spoiled he is because he's about to get the Union Deck expansion, and he now has the light rail for all 4 years of college. You know, I came in with my car and I had to drive everywhere.
I like to call UNC Charlotte, North Carolina's best kept secret because there is so much going on here. And we haven't gotten the recognition that we deserve, but we're going to.
Being a 49er to me means hard work. It means showing up early, staying late, being the person that, gets the job done.
Being a 49er means everything to me. I would not be the person that I am without this university. I wouldn't be the person that I am without the people here at this university, and I found myself here at this university. So being a 49er pretty much coincides at this point with being Tracy.
It was like an amazing journey.
I loved it.